Group 13. We are going to introduce our international expansion project, and our client is Lefties. So we are going to introduce 4 parts: client organization introduction, new market analysis and selection, entry mode and strategy, and lastly, structure and HRM. So about our client Lefties, it is a Spanish chain of fashion stores belonging to the Inditex group, first set up in 1999 as a way to clear Zara clothing from previous seasons. Since 2014, Lefties has been operating outside of Spain, and currently it operates in 10 markets. So what is its main products and service? It provides clothing for women, men, and children on a low budget online and offline, and its brand style is simple and strongly echoes Zara. So here's our SWOT analysis. First, it is about strength. It has tremendous web presence in Spain, Portugal, and independent designers and ranges. It also has mature supply chain and massive capital. So about its weaknesses, there is no international shipping for Lefties, and its product is similar with its sister company Zara. For the opportunities, first its market trending toward affordable clothing in operating countries, and part of Inditex fashion group, it is good for brand awareness and quality perception. Third, other European clothing brands resist e-commerce. And lastly, it's about the threats. Department stores continue to decline post-COVID, and many well-developed fashion companies have already taken plans around the worldwide market. And here we are going to talk about key competitors and their positioning. The 2 key factors of apparel industries are fashion and price, and here is the competitors' positioning. And here we are going to introduce our new market analysis. We use CAG model, and here is our criteria for evaluating the 10 potential countries. First is culture. We use language and clothing style as a criteria for evaluating. And secondly, administrative. We use country risk, overall quality of institutions, economic freedom score, and tax rate. Third, geographic. We use population, territory area, location, distance, and transportation. And lastly, economic. We use GDP PPP per capita and GDP PPP growth rate. So we use CAG model to evaluate these 10 countries. And as we can see from our analysis, Taiwan, Korea, Japan, Chile, and Malaysia, its overall distance with Spain is small, which means it's easier to enter. And as for Uruguay, Poland, their distance is moderate. And Thailand, Brazil, Philippines, their distance is large, so it is harder for them to enter. And after we did further discussion, we choose Taiwan, Korea, Japan as our 3 target countries, and the reason is they have more stable political factors and outstanding economic performance, and they have lower entry costs and similar clothing culture. We use Porter's 5 force model as our criteria to evaluate 3 potential countries. But before we enter these 3 countries, we want to adjust the criteria of 5 Porter's model. Considering the highly buyer-driven feature of the apparel industry, we combine bargaining power of customers, threat of substitutes, competitors, as customers' needs. Moreover, Inditex has its own manufacturing line in different countries to reduce the cost and ensure the production speed and quality. They don't produce clothing in the country they entered. As a result, the bargaining power of suppliers for clothing manufacturing will all be low. So here is our new criteria for evaluating. This country is Taiwan. It has low threat of new entrants because its new entrants are mainly small retailers. For the customer's needs, it has moderate threat of substitutes, moderate bargaining power of customers, and high threat of competitors because it has high average cost on clothing, and the customers has low switching costs, and there are strong and large competitors in Taiwan. Second country is Korea. They have moderate threat of new entrants because its market mainly controlled by a few large domestic companies. And for the customer's needs, it has high threat of substitutes, moderate bargaining power of customers, and high threat of competitors. The customers here have preference of online service, and they have high average cost on clothing. Moreover, these markets have lots of strong and large competitors. And lastly, Japan. It's moderate threat of new entrants because it's controlled by a few large domestic companies. And the customers' needs, they have high threats of substitutes, high bargaining power of customers, and high threat of competitors. And the reason is because the customer have request a prior quality requirements. And secondly, the customer have extremely simple living clothing style, and they also have strong and large competitors in Japan. So for our analysis, we can see Taiwan is the easiest country to enter.
Through case study, Zara, the first apparel brand of Inditex, used to choose joint venture and franchises for foreign countries which is far away from Spain in order to create better profit and make sure the local needs are satisfied. With the differences within cultures, taste of clothing, local management is necessary. In this case, Taiwan is also a country far away from Spain, which shows the importance of local management. However, considering this is the first entry for lefties should keep enough ownership to make sure the newly built brand image of lefties in Taiwan fits with the company strategy. Moreover, for such a brand that shows significant style, ownership plays an important role for maintaining brand image. As a result, lefties should enter Taiwan through joint ventures to balance between local needs and parent company strategy. Compare 4 different strategies. Lefties should choose transnational strategy as their entry strategy. This choice responds with the choice of entry mode. Considering the localization needs for lefties facing such a foreign country and the need for ownership, lefties should show both local responsive and global integration. This strategy splits the difference in terms of local responsiveness and global integration. Transnational business operate with the central of head office in one country and also employ local subsidiaries in international markets. That way, they get the best of both worlds. One overarching brand that provides a cohesive structure and efficient center of operations while optimizing for local market preference and taste as needed. Moreover, the local part is for better managing Taiwanese workers and choosing better products, and the global part is for maintaining the brand image of lefties, an international brand. After comparing 4 main structures, we believe global metric structure is the best way to organize the company. It contains simultaneous intersecting differentiation bases, with employees reporting to functional and product managers simultaneously. The organization's top management must take particular care to establish proper procedures for the development of projects and to keep communication channels clear so that potential conflicts do not arise and hinder organizational functioning. It can help lefties operate more effectively when setting up subsidiaries in different countries. Moreover, the business structure selection should correspond to strategy selection. Thus, we have to pay attention to whether the business structure and strategy are suitable. As we can see from the graph, our selection will also be global metric structure. After choosing strategy and structure, we created a human resource management plan for lefties in Taiwan, which includes the staffing, positions, and compensation and benefits, and in the end, the training and development and the job description. First of all, for the staffing, we will have 4 positions, which is store manager, general manager, senior clerk, and junior clerk. These 4 positions are for, first, store managers for local Taiwanese, general manager for global Spanish, senior clerk for local Taiwanese, and the junior clerk for local Taiwanese. First, the store manager will be in charge of the entire store and they will be responsible for the operation. They will be in charge of hiring, payroll, sales, and promotions, and compliance issues, such as workplace harassment, discrimination, and work absence. The individual will also be included the compensation decisions and performance evaluations. Moreover, the store manager will be the one to make decisions of what orders should be made every 2 weeks to ensure the products are suitable with customer needs. Second, the general manager. The general manager will be responsible for making sure the local store manager manage the store properly and correspond with the home company strategy. Moreover, general manager is responsible for the training of clerks. The individual will make sure clerks are familiar with all customers' needs in collecting informations. Clerk will be separated into each working area, such as the counter, fitting room, woman areas, men areas, and so on. Their job is to make sure customers' needs are all satisfied. On the other hand, Inditex requires clerks to collect information about current preference of customers. As a result, clerks are required to observe customers and meet up with the general manager every day to assist the manager to make the decision of closing order. The next part of our human resource management strategy plan are the training and benefits. For benefits, these are the compensation we designed for our workers. And for training, since clothing store clerks in Taiwan are usually not a long-term job for most Taiwanese, the training period will be 14 days and the performance evaluation will be held every 3 months, which is one dressing season. They will be trained by the Spanish home country, training staff according to the guidelines and culture of lefties. The human resources of lefties will provide assistance with compliance, training, and any other human resources related issues. The staff will be hired and trained and evaluated for 14 days probation period to make sure they adapt the company culture and provide adequate customer service. After their 14 days probation, they will qualify for benefits. Employees will be provided an opportunity to grow within the company based on their performance and dedication. A performance evaluation will be conducted every 3 months for each and every employee, and their compensation will be adjusted, and each employee will earn a raise according to their performance. The standard of evaluation will be the satisfaction of every customer and the profit for the month. And this is our international expansion report. Thank you for listening. And this is Xiao Ti Chen, and the first reporter is Yiru Zhan.